Hello friends! Today we will talk about the current forecast of the Latvian astrologer Baiba Sturite, who has dedicated her entire life to self-development and studying higher energies for at least 20 years. She also reveals the mysteries of numerology and hypnotherapy, being a hereditary carrier of ancient knowledge about how the interaction between living and non-living occurs at the highest level. In 2019, Baiba's book on numerology Karmic Code of Destiny became a bestseller and a finalist for the Peace Prize. As of today, she has thousands of followers worldwide who want to discover the truth, improve karma, work through past mistakes, and cleanse their souls. We have recently entered the new year of 2024 and decided to pay attention to this astrologer, specifically her predictions about the future of the world, and include them in our series of prediction videos to give you a more complete picture for contemplating the future. So let's start with a general forecast for 2024 that Baiba published on her blog. First of all, regardless of the zodiac sign you were born under, it's important to know that 2024 is the best time to take action to change your destiny and anything that doesn't suit you in it. If you miss this favorable moment and postpone actions to achieve your goals or dreams until 2025 or later, the chances of realizing your plans will decrease. Many astrologers say that 2024 is a year of sharp and implemented changes. Society, political structures, the economy, everything changes at all levels. It's easy to adjust to this wave of transformation, even change your own life amidst this whirlwind of transformation. Baiba claims that if you wish to change your life, the best time to achieve your goals is now. The main thing is desire, aspiration, and action in the chosen direction. The higher energies and forces will do the rest for you. In 2024, it's important to update your appearance, take care of your health, and bring something new into your relationships, all for the better. However, conflicts and other negative events will continue in the world, hindering progress and the world's transformation. These obstacles will impede the achievement of goals, but the whirlwind of transformation in this period of history is so swift that no brakes can stop it. Our task is to move with the prevailing wind without stopping in the face of difficulties. According to astrology, many challenges are expected in 2024 as reactions from higher powers and higher minds to what's happening. For example, in her video about the legalization of same-sex marriages in Latvia, Baiba Sturite expresses surprise about the Latvian president not disclosing his past and how he came to choose his non-traditional orientation, becoming the world's first openly gay president. Who could have thought that in the 21st century, Latvia would inscribe itself into world history as the first country with such open European concepts? Astrologer Baiba Sturite, as a researcher of higher energies, says that such transformations will not lead to anything good. If we think about it and compare it with earlier history, it's likely that they will lead to consequences that can affect the lives and future of ordinary people. This is about 2024, as one innovation leads to another, and soon people won't be able to stop the chain of events. This can affect whole nations and countries. This is not just a butterfly effect, it's the president of a whole country, elected by the Latvian parliament with 52 votes out of the necessary 51. It's worth remembering that the president is a guide for the whole country, a sign of the best, smartest, and most opinionated leader among all those who competed for the title of the strongest. It is quite possible that nature made a mistake, and in fact, they are like the president deep down, and it's time for them to come out and start a new life. Only smart people can predict what this will lead to in the future, and astrologer Baiba Sturite quotes passages from the Bible condemning same-sex marriages and similar relationships, explaining that people who have such tendencies are a punishment and that they have sinned, which leads to consequences that can affect everyone. It may seem unexpected now, but the time will come when people won't be able to soberly assess the consequences. Baiba Sturite says that God gives the opportunity to rid oneself of sins at any moment, and that many knowingly go the path of sin. Have you ever encountered people who strive for the negative, who seek spiritual and even physical suffering without realizing it? They immerse themselves in various dependencies, harmful habits, and emotional suffering intentionally, rejecting pure love and preferring to dwell in sadness and depression, constantly finding reasons for it. It's surprising how few people actually strive for inner peace and balance, bringing goodness and kindness into the world. Despite the fact that Baiba Sturite does not plan to make predictions in the future and intends to focus on more interesting areas of activity, at the moment there is a video in which she talks about the future of the world in 2024. In particular, she discusses how it will be more difficult to adapt to changes for the following zodiac signs: Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, and Taurus. This doesn't mean that everything will be bad for them, but rather how they will personally cope with events happening around them. Specifically, Pisces will face difficulties due to their emotional nature and sensitivity to what's happening in the world. Gemini and Aries will face dangers to their life, health, and undergo deep inner transformations. Scorpios will face risks to their financial health and stability, and Taurus will face risks associated with loss of money and work. For Cancer, it's about being cautious, working through issues, and preventing the loss of family and finances, while Capricorn faces the most complex problems with control, self-belief, and life. For the other signs, 2024 will be significantly easier, but this doesn't negate future transformations. Therefore, it's important to go with the flow of time, pay more attention to mindfulness, and not just live as it comes. Furthermore, Baiba Sturite mentions that in 2024, the situation in the world is expected to worsen, with many people experiencing financial losses due to catastrophes and political standoffs, including loss of homes and jobs. In this year, it's important not to lose what you already have and to establish a connection with God and guardian angels, realizing that God has given us much and thanking Him for it despite any predictions. Every person has their own personal horoscope, and much depends on numerology and other data, so it's important to develop intuition and knowledge to unlock the mystery of the future in each of our destinies. Regarding the catastrophe in 2024, it's been discussed many times before, especially the Yellowstone volcano eruption. This supervolcano's caldera is on the verge of overflowing with lava, and the measuring is conducted every 30 minutes. The seismic activity and overflowing vents could provoke the most powerful eruption in recent centuries. Predictions suggest that the eruption of the Yellowstone supervolcano may occur as soon as 2024. Many clairvoyants, including Vera Leon, have mentioned that the eruption will lead to the disappearance of the USA under a layer of ash. Vladimir Zhirinovsky, a politician and prophet, has also pointed out the unfortunate fate of America, saying that there won't be any elections. It's only left to speculate about Yellowstone, and other clairvoyants, such as Edgar Cayce and Baba Vanga, as well as famous astrologers like Nostradamus. They vividly describe the desolate and cold world where parts of continents will be deserted, and others will be submerged in water, leaving only Russia as a place of salvation. All of them mention that Russia's territory will not be affected by the catastrophe, which seems strange, as the catastrophe zone covers most of the Earth's surface. Baiba Sturite says that Russia should rely entirely on its own strengths in this situation, as it is almost the only self-sufficient country in the world capable of dealing with any external difficulties. It is a superpower unlike any other, but it should not neglect strong partners like China, India, or North Korea. Everything indicates that Russia will soon completely cut ties with Europe and the USA, relying solely on itself. Baiba Sturite believes in the strength of Russia's unity, prayers, and protection of all Orthodox saints, hoping that even in Latvia, people will understand what is good and what is bad, orient themselves on biblical commandments, not on the false values imposed by the West. After all, permissiveness leads not only to degradation but in extreme cases, can lead to self-destruction. This should not be allowed. Through prayer and repentance, people must understand this before it's too late. As for Russia's borders, Baiba Sturite stated that Russia's borders will continue to expand, and the conflict with the West will officially end in 2030. As a result, Russia will become a spiritual center and a place of strength, where many people from around the world will come for internal growth and development. Life in the world will become completely different by that time, acquiring a fairer order. This was the forecast of the Latvian astrologer Baiba Sturite. If you liked the video, please rate it and write in the comments whether you agree with such a forecast or if you have your own vision of the future. Let's discuss it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be the first to watch videos about the future and not miss out on what awaits us. Thank you for watching. Until next time.